Hello, guys. Welcome to Reddit Uncovered. Hope you all are good, and before we jump to today's stories, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. Also, let me know in the comments on which stories you guys want me to work, and the next video will be on that. Let's get started. So, guys, this is the first story of the day, and the title says, Am I the asshole for still using the baby name I told my sister I was going to use, despite her using a variation of it first? I, 35F, had my first daughter in September. While I was pregnant, my sister, 38F, was also pregnant with a boy. In reality, she was pregnant with twins, a boy and a girl, but thought it would be fun if it was a surprise for everyone. During that time, I told her that I planned to name this baby after our mom, Colette, and my husband's mother, Coral. Both names start with Co, and I think Coco is an adorable nickname. She told me the name they picked was a surprise, and they didn't want to reveal it until the baby was here. Lo and behold, her twins are born in August. Everyone is super surprised that it's twins. She names them Cole and Letty. I didn't think much of it, except that it was really cute and sweet that she clearly named them after our mom. When my daughter was born, I followed through and named her Colette Coral. We almost exclusively call her Coco. My sister is very annoyed that I followed through with the name and brings it up all the time, how ridiculous it is that three of them practically share a name. It's also confusing if full names are used. I will admit that. Despite me telling her my entire pregnancy, this was the name I planned to use. I even had stuff made with the name. She ensures everyone knows her babies were born first. Honestly, if she had told me months ago that she planned to use Cole and Letty, I probably would have pivoted, but she never said anything. Heck, even if she told me she was using Cole, I would have reevaluated. Currently debating legally swapping Coral and Colette simply to keep the peace, but that feels an awful lot like admitting I'm the asshole in the first place. So, am I the asshole? Okay, so guys, this was the first story. What you think about it? Let me know in the comments. And in my opinion, NTA, not the asshole. And there are multiple reasons for that. First, your sister didn't give you any hint about it, and even if she had the same name in her mind, so it's pretty fine. To be honest, I also have cousins that share the same name, and no doubt it can get confusing sometimes, but it's totally fine. Your sister just overreacted. Also, congrats to you and your sister as well. Let's jump to the next story, guys, but before that, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Am I overreacting? Coworker bully opened my lunchbox and put note in it. I have been getting bullied by this coworker at work now for a while. She's about 30 years older than me and hates me because I'm quiet, do my job, and go home. Multiple people have witnessed this bullying and have said something about it. I've gone to my boss and HR a few times. It stops and then picks back up again. Today, I moved her lunchbox in the fridge and slid mine in. I ended up ordering food, and when I went to put my leftovers in my box, I discovered she had opened it and left me a note saying, "Keep your hands off my lunchbox, or I'll move yours to the freezer next time." I feel very uncomfortable with the fact that she opened my personal belongings, and I obviously am not going to eat the food anymore. I reported this to HR and my manager, and I want something done about it. It's not so much the note or what the note said, but the fact that she went through my bag. Am I overreacting? And any advice? Well, that's so off, dude. Like a person who's 30 years older than you, and assuming that you are 18, so she might be in late 40s, how can a person of that age can be this mentally sick and shitty person? I would suggest you to document all that in an email and do not lose that paper note. And use as strict words as you can so everyone takes it seriously, and nope, you're not overreacting. Time for the third story of the day. Am I the asshole for telling my parents I won't support them financially anymore? I, 28M, have been helping my parents financially for the past 3 years. It started when my dad lost his job, and at the time, it felt like the right thing to do. I covered some bills here and there, then groceries, and eventually I was sending them money every month. It wasn't easy, but I told myself it was temporary until they got back on their feet. The problem is, it never really stayed temporary. My dad found another job, but it pays less, and my mom doesn't work. Even after things stabilized a bit, they kept relying on me. Every time I tried to reduce what I was sending, something would come up. An unexpected bill, repairs, something urgent. I started noticing they weren't really adjusting their lifestyle either, like still spending on things that didn't seem necessary. Meanwhile, I've been struggling to save for my own future. I've been putting off moving to a better place, delaying plans, and basically living paycheck to paycheck just to keep up with helping them. It started to feel less like helping and more like being responsible for everything. Last week, I finally told them I can't keep doing this anymore. I said I'd still help in emergencies, but I won't be sending money regularly. They took it really badly. My mom said I was abandoning them, and my dad got quiet but clearly disappointed. They both reminded me of everything they've done for me growing up, which made me feel even worse. Now I'm stuck feeling guilty, like I'm being selfish, but also frustrated because I feel like I've done more than I can realistically handle. I don't want to ruin my relationship with them, but I also don't want to keep living like this. So, am I the asshole for telling my parents I won't support them financially anymore? Okay, this is going to be a tough one. Also, I know that some people might won't agree with me, but it's fine. Everyone has their own set of thoughts. Well, NTA, not the asshole. But here are some things I would like to say. I appreciate that you stepped forward for your parents in the hard time, but the thing is that your dad has worked all of his life, and the stage of life your dad is in would be the stage where a man wants to rest and not work like he used to do throughout his life. So it's fine if you help them by sending money every month. I am not saying that you should put yourself in trouble, but it'd be really nice if you step up as a helping hand. Now, coming to the parents' lifestyle, well, if that's the case, then they should have controlled their spendings a lot instead of expecting something from you. Having a hard time is a different thing, but not controlling the expenditures is a totally different thing. Rest I leave up on you guys. Feel free to drop your opinions in the comment section below, and let's jump to the next story. Okay, guys, moving towards the fourth story of the day, and the title says, Am I overreacting for reporting our Uber Eats driver for breaking the seal on our food bag to place religious pamphlets inside? This happened today, and my husband said, I am overreacting, but I don't think I am. Please help. We ordered food from a restaurant through Uber Eats. Like most takeout orders, the food comes sealed in the bag. At least it's supposed to. When the food was dropped off, my husband brought it in. I went to plate up the food and noticed the seal was broken. I asked my husband if he had opened it, but he said he did not. When I took out the food, I found religious pamphlets inside. While I don't care what religion a person chooses to believe, there is a time and place. Breaking open a sealed food bag and putting pamphlets in with someone's order is not the place. Doing so when you're working is not the time. I am fairly certain Uber Eats and other delivery services have rules pertaining to this. I reported it and got a refund. My husband said I am overreacting and making a big deal out of nothing. I'm also aware this could lead to the driver being removed from the app. While I don't want anyone to lose their means of income, I still see this as inappropriate and a food safety issue. Had the pamphlets been left beside of or underneath the bag, I wouldn't have as much of an issue with it. However, given that this person chose to break the seal and place things in the bag next to our food, I think that is gross, and that's why I reported it. AIO for reporting our Uber Eats driver because they broke the seal on our food to place religious pamphlets inside? In my opinion, nope, you are not overreacting. This is so off. No delivery person is allowed to break the seal of the food parcel once it's packed by the restaurant itself. If he or she wanted to do the religious act, they could have handed it over to your husband or you. They could have just left it beside the food bag. That's it. But breaking the seal and putting it inside the bag is unacceptable. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll move to the next story. Also, I hope you are enjoying today's video, so please hit the like and subscribe button below. It really means a lot to me. Okay, so this is the fifth story of the day, and the title says, My husband's family has been pressuring him to contribute either financially or with time to his mother's care. I told him if he does, we are getting a divorce. Am I the asshole? I know it sounds harsh, but we just cannot afford to do so. We have 2 children. Our youngest is nonverbal. I no longer work to do our youngest. He already does so much he cannot afford to give up time, and our budget is extremely tight. We are in the processes of downsizing, which is unfortunate, but we cannot afford to live where we are on a single income. She has no money. Their dad, before he passed, blew it all on his money on alternative medical treatments for his cancer, smoked multi-packs of cigarettes a day, and was shocked he ended up how he did. She is not doing well herself, but just like most, they have an extremely negative stigma regarding nursing homes. I know they are not the best of places, but putting your family in debt is no better. His siblings are using credit, taking out loans and stuff to provide care. Keep her in her apartment/area. She is mild to moderate stage of dementia. She knows her apartment and area well, but she only manages because my brother and sister-in-law are going heavily into debt providing the care. They keep pushing my husband to do more. He helps how he can. He covers a portion of the rent and pays for groceries from time to time. Compared to what they do, that is not much. But we are strapped ourselves. My husband wants to do Uber on the side after work and on the weekends, and I told him that is nuts. His family needs to understand that they have alternatives. They may not like it, but sooner or later, she will end up in a home. What they are doing is far from sustainable. I told my husband if he caves and gives up more money, we cannot afford without going into debt ourselves, or gives up the limited time he has to be with his family to work Uber. I will have no choice but to file for divorce, and will have to plan accordingly. We have looked into me going back to work, but with the level of care our child needs, it is not exactly a viable option. Well, that's the extreme sad situation, honestly. I think I will leave this on you guys, so you can share your opinions in the comment section below. Honestly, hats off to your husband who's doing this much, and I think in this hard time, he needs support, not more pressure, at least not from you as he's already dealing with a lot. All right, guys, let's call it a day. And if you have enjoyed today's video, hit the like and subscribe button below, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.